Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to the crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Casper. So as you guys know, I've been talking about Casper for a very long time, and my overall idea has not changed at all. I'm still very bullish on it. Yeah, sure, we had a little bit of a pullback. We're going to be discussing that in this video. We're going to be talking more so a little bit about the chart as well as some other updates I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about. And of course, with all of that in mind, sit back, relax, and before we fully jump into this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much it does really help. That is why I do appreciate it so much. Now, within this market, we know that Casper has been, one of the gems that I've been talking about forever since I found it, because it is one of those that is very severely undervalued. I've been talking to you guys a little bit about this for a while. I did first mention it on my website back in the summertime. This is one of those assets that, in my mind, has a very bright future within the space. I think that it is severely oversold, and in my overall opinion, I believe that the upside potential once this market does stabilize is going to be incredible from, just these prices alone. So with all of this in mind, I'm going to be talking to you guys about a few things within staking, within why staking is so important for Casper, as well as why it's going to unlock a ton of value for Casper as well. So keep in mind the circulating supply and keep in mind the total supply, because these are going to be key to really understand how big of a deal this actually is. But of course, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys are interested in my personal exit plans, my trading indicators, how I found these undervalued gems before anybody is really kind of talking to you guys about them, especially Casper, I do have all of these videos on my website, as well as the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which is on sale 35% off for a limited time only until the end of this month. You guys are more than welcome to check out this website if you guys are interested. You guys could read more so about what's included in the package, as well as all the future content that is released on this website will be included in that package for free as well. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested. And of course, you guys are not obligated to purchase anything. I'm just letting you guys know. Now, we do see here Casper Network, social volume. It has been a little bit of a rough patch in terms of, social engagement and social dominance, but we do see the social volume is up significantly, especially on the 1 week. Now, on the 1 day, we are seeing, a little bit of a diminished overall percentage value on a lot of this, which, yeah, it is expected. 3-month span, we are seeing a ton of growth within the social metrics, though, which is to be expected. 3 months ago, it was around, September. So, this is pretty much when everybody was finding, about Casper. They were understanding what Casper is doing. They know what it was doing. And in my mind, we even look back on the 1 week span and we do still see, many good names here, but we also see some new names, which is telling me that a lot more individuals are finding out about Casper. So within this ecosystem, I think that we still are very early. I think that for, what Casper's focused on at a market cap of like $394 million, it's severely undervalued. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about the circulating supply, which is about 2.81 billion currently, and of course the max supply at about almost like 10.5 billion. We are seeing a lot more Casper being staked. Now, the best part about staking is the fact that, excuse me, the more and more Casper that is staked, the less and less supply that there is. We see this with Alliance Block. We see this with a lot of assets that do offer some very nice APY. Casper actually offers a ton of great APY, especially for a lot of these other staking platforms, like for an example, for staking. Now, like I said, I'm not paid to talk about any of these projects, but I know that, Forest Staking has reached out to me personally and talked to me about this, but I didn't really get into it overall. I didn't really care to stake anything. I can't stake Casper right now. I bought on Uphold. I'll be completely honest with you guys. So that's locked away. But overall, it doesn't matter because the more and more Casper that is staked ultimately, and we have been seeing this kind of increasing. We go back to December 5th, which was 7 days ago. So in 1 week, 4 million more Casper was actually staked. So this is growing and growing and growing, and we do see despite of what happened in terms of Know Your Customer, still Casper is getting stronger, and glad to say that a number of members were added to the group. So, yeah, I mean, there is going to still be a lot of individuals wanting to stake their Casper, earning a lot of yield on it. And I suspect that a lot of the supply is going to be locked away in staking rewards, to be completely honest with you guys. Now, we also see here today the CTO of Casper Labs, Medha Parlikar. I hope that I said that name right. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but it is what it is. With an AMA with Arthur, CMO of BitKeep, we do see here it was indeed a very good speech. Casper started to be spoken by many people. This is because the project is so powerful. In the future, I will convey the developments related to Web 3.0. Casper is coming, and we do see a ton of these major updates within the ecosystem. Okay, and you guys can pretty much read those, all while kind of looking over here on the side. 111. Future-proof means the Casper blockchain is resilient and secure, yet can evolve with the ever-changing needs of its daily users, whether those are independent developers, dApp teams, or enterprises. Some core features of Casper make it future-proof, like upgradable contracts, concurrent execution. Enterprise-optimized businesses can build private or permission applications on the network, providing enterprise applications with both the confidentiality of a private network and the security of a public one. WebAssembly support, we've talked about this. This is going to be huge, especially within the Web 2 and even Web 3.0 scene as we are prospering into the Web 3.0 scene. Weighted keys. Again, a lot of this stable gas fees as well, environmentally friendly. The Casper public blockchain solves the classic scalability trilemma. There is so much upgrades and updates to the system still yet to happen, but a lot of these are solid. Casper Labs has established relationships with AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, Metacast, Plasma Finance, Robot Cache, SJM, BitGo, Huobi, Ledger Leap, Chainlink, and Metis. Enterprise solutions with companies like IPWE, Metacask, and Broadleaf are already live on the Casper network. We are the only protocol that is live with CBDC, Casper. That's why we believe we are Ethereum 3.0, because we are extending Ethereum. It isn't a question or whether Casper can keep up with Ethereum. It's whether Ethereum can keep up with Casper. And I just want you guys to understand just how big this actually is. I mean, Casper is truly a gem. And there's still, like I said, so many updates and upgrades still left within this ecosystem and this network. I know the whole stuff with Casper Pad was not a major success, but like I said, it's just one little, bump in the road. There's still so much more to see. There's still so much more to really kind of get released. Honestly, I think that this is going to be an absolute massive gem. Now we do see here all is ready lined up with or for the next expansion. Are you ready? Casper 1.4.3 will enable launch of a lot of DeFi on Casper. Kudos for the hard work of the Casper team. Can we reach the stars? And if you guys did miss this, the ecosystem is getting a massive upgrade, and this is all going to be focused on DeFi related use cases. And we know for a fact right now the DeFi scene is blowing up. DeFi is a huge overall market, $148.7 billion market overall, and there's a ton of assets in the space that have made some significant traction this year alone. We see 9,900, 9,000, 8,500, 7,600. I mean, these percentages should not be overlooked at all. These are huge use cases. These are huge assets. This is a huge market as well, and Casper is really disrupting it. Now, I did tweet out a few days ago, 2 days ago to be specific, going to bed with a buy order on Casper at around the 12.5-cent range. The 702 range is around the 12-cent range. I personally see us bleeding a bit more. Fridays are usually rough. Plus, stocks did not have a good day today / expect the same tomorrow. I believe Bitcoin could see the $46,000 range. Now, as you guys do know, Bitcoin did revisit about the $46,000 range. Not the exact point, by the way. I didn't know that I wasn't on crypto. Here we go. But overall, in terms of Bitcoin, yeah, this week alone on the 7 days, you could pretty much see the bottom down here at about almost $46,900 to be exact, which was totally perfect for us to actually retest about 1242. So that was actually pretty much a perfect entry point for anybody who did want to enter in at these solid prices, going all the way back as early as November 8th, November 3rd, 2nd, first, somewhere around this point here is a solid point of entry, and this is all before the major launch to about 24 cents. So, I think that was a perfect entry point for anybody who did want to enter into Casper, and we do see that it is kind of gaining some overall, support on that 618 level at about the 13.5 centile range. So this is pretty much almost a perfect test of about almost the 702 down at about 12.10 cents. Now, of course, like I said, I'm watching Monday closely. I'm watching tomorrow closely, as tomorrow, or today technically, is the weekly candle close for Bitcoin in this market. So I'm watching a lot of these altcoins very closely as we do kind of look at those dates and pretty much see where Bitcoin could go. Like I said, I'm not very bullish on Bitcoin until we do cross over the 53.5K zone. I suspect that we could be seeing a bull trap forming on Bitcoin, which could essentially allow us to test even lower. Yeah, the 786 level is looking juicy down there at about, 1067 in terms of cents. And like I said, with a lot of what's happening throughout this market, we could pretty much say that we could pretty much kind of draw it like this, if you will. So there you go. Just so you guys could have a little bit better of a representation on what is happening. So if we go off of the topping point of this candle and the bottoming point of September, or not September, the summer lows, we can pretty much see a little bit better of a viewpoint here, and it actually kind of aligns perfectly with our test of that 618 level of about 1237, and we do see the 702 down more so at about 1078 if we were going off of that. Now, of course, if we just go off of these lows here, you can pretty much see a little bit better at the 702 of about 1210. Of course, it's however you want to really look at it. Overall, a better range if you wanted to see if we could go lower on the 702 down to about 1073 cents. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it if you want. Of course, either way, it doesn't matter. Those levels in my mind are very key to kind of watch for at around the 12 centile range and a 10 centile range. That is also a perfect buy zone for anybody who does want to enter in. We did pretty much get those juicy buys for anybody who didn't have Casper at that time. I hope that you guys were following me on Twitter and listening to me because realistically speaking, Casper is one of those assets that in my mind is a very good layer 1 to hold for the long-term viewpoints. Don't believe me, you can pretty much just look at the overall information and do your own research on what they are building, the use cases that are behind Casper as well. This is a very strong asset. And of course, as you guys do see here on this chart, we also are hitting a little bit of resistance on this, move up. So I'm watching Casper closely. I still haven't bought that range, by the way, just so you guys know. For anybody who was in the Discord, I did say that I removed my 12.5 centile buy. It's just because I didn't need to buy more. My bags are packed severely on Casper. So if I could scoop up, degenerate buys at around 12 cents to 10 cents, why not? So with that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.